Boa noite. É um prazer tê-los aqui para assistir esses talentosos alunos do 5C. O teatro não é feito sozinho, né? A gente precisa de uma equipe para fazer o teatro. Então, vocês vão ver, tem todas as professoras da sala envolvidas, vão ficar aqui atrás ajudando, né, apoiando as crianças. Mas 3 professores se envolveram mais diretamente com esse projeto. A Paula, professora de artes, não está aqui hoje, mas ela, junto com as crianças, ela elaborou aí os elementos para compor o cenário. A Mariana, professora de teatro, e o Rafael, professor de música. Só vou dar um lembrete. Se vocês ainda não contrataram um registro em vídeo e foto, a Ângela está ali, com a equipe da Angel Produções, a gente tem recebido um feedback muito bacana desse registro que fica para sempre. E eles podem se assistir depois, tá bom? Vou chamar a Mari e o Rafa para explicar. Espero que vocês aproveitem a apresentação. Eles estão animadíssimos.
Boa noite a todos. Muito obrigada pela presença no nosso final de temporada. Que chique. Depois de tanto tempo sem poder subir no palco, sem a gente poder se encontrar. Ano passado, com tudo isso que houve, a gente se reinventou e transformamos as nossas telas em palco. E esse ano a gente pôde se reencontrar aqui de novo. E é um prazer gigante poder fazer esse trabalho pessoalmente com as crianças. E eu queria dizer que o trabalho aqui na Brick de teatro ele vai muito além do que o que vocês vão ver aqui. Ele tem toda uma proposta pedagógica que vem desde o começo do ano, preparando esses meninos para esse momento. Uma proposta que trabalha muitas habilidades socioemocionais, através de jogos lúdicos, jogos teatrais, e aí a gente vai criando um corpo pronto para eles poderem se apresentar aqui. Eles se envolveram muito com essa temática, muito com essa peça. Eles ensaiaram muito, brigaram muito para que tudo desse certo, e hoje vocês vão poder conferir esse resultado de trabalho incrível, que, acima de tudo, ajudou esses meninos a se reencontrarem, a lidarem uns com os outros, depois de tanto tempo afastados, ajudou esses meninos a torcer pelo outro, a ser responsável por uma equipe, e isso é o que me deixa mais orgulhosa. Muito obrigada e tenham todos um ótimo espetáculo.
Boa noite, para quem não me conhece, então, eu sou o Rafael, professor de música, e pegando o gancho das palavras da colega, a gente está mexendo com 2 artes muito antigas na humanidade, que é a música e o teatro. E por meio dessas artes, na escola, a gente vai desenvolver algumas habilidades, como ela disse, que eu acho que são muito urgentes no nosso tempo. Tudo que a gente está vivendo na nossa contemporaneidade é uma articulação de diferenças, mas gira tudo em volta daquilo que é coletivo e daquilo que é sustentável, inclusive as relações sustentáveis. E o teatro e a música e a arte acabaram sendo um ótimo jeito de, além de fazer e produzir cultura, de fazer com que eles ensaiem essas boas relações que a gente tanto está precisando no mundo e que eles vão precisar quando adultos. Espero que vocês se divirtam e apreciem esse nosso fechamento aqui de 2021. Obrigado, gente. Boa noite.
mommy says I'm a miracle. My daddy is a special little guy.
I'm a princess.
And I am a prince.
Mom says I'm an angel sent from the sky.
My daddy says I'm a special little soldier. No one is a soldier as strong as me. I'm strong little soldier. My tendency to soldier. And I'm a little soldier. 1, 2, 3, 3.
My mommy says I'm a miracle. When I look at my face and it's plain to see. Every single day, no joke. And a miracle for a miracle I need. My mommy says I'm a precious ballerina. She has never seen a prettier ballerina. She says if I'm king, I had to cut them on the creek. But I'm a ballerina, so give me more cake. Back at the Wormwood house, Mr. Worm. Most parents think their own children are the most bravest or prettiest people in the world, don't they? Well, there was one family that was definitely not the same. Miss Wormwood, 9 months pregnant, wants more than anything to participate in certain competition. Her husband, Mr. Wormwood, doesn't care much, but if they had another baby, it had to be a boy.
This is one of the most beautiful child I had ever seen.
Oh my good lord, where's his tingy?
His what?
His tingy! His whatchamacallit! His duda! What have you done with his tingy?
This baby doesn't have a stingy.
What? A boy with no tingy! What have you done with his tingy? Look what have you done, you stupid woman! This boy has no tingy!
She's a girl, a very beautiful little girl.
This is the worst day of my life.
5 years later, Mr. Wormwood at the phone at home is running his dodgy business dressing up old banger cars as luxury limousines. Suddenly, Mrs. Wormwood screams from the next room when her husband rushes in that their 5-year-old daughter is doing it again.
5 years old and she's reading books. If you don't mind, that's not normal. The child is clearly an idiot.
Listen to this. It was the best of times. It wasn't worst of times. It was an age of wisdom.
Stop scaring your mother with the book, boy!
I'm a girl.
And she keeps trying to tell me stories. Harry, stories. Who wants stories? I mean, it's just not normal for the girl to be all thinky.
Who do you think you are? You're off to school in a few days, and I talked to the headmistress. I got a trunchbull. What she's gonna think about a little squeaky goblin like you, boy?
I'm a girl.
Now Matilda is no pushover. She's got a powerful imagination and a strong sense of what's wrong and right. While her mother is brushing her teeth, she thinks up of a plan to get back at her parents. When her mother leaves, she sneaks in and mixes her mother's splashing hair dye with her dad's oil violet hair tonic. Shortly afterward, her dad applied the lotion he's so proud of.
In business, son, the great hair is a great asset. Let me tell you something, son. The great hair is a good brain. And the secret to my success is secrets. Yes, secrets. And the secret to my success is this: oil violet hair tonic for men. Stand back, son. Your old man going to work. Oh yeah, all right. That's the banana right there. Let me tell you something, son. In business, a man simply cannot fail to get noticed when he looks like this. Oh, secrets!
Your hair, it's green!
My hair's green!
Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. Sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty.
Matilda, as you might imagine, loves to go to the library. Here she is, sitting on the floor with Mrs. Phelps, the librarian, greets her happily and asks her to tell her story.
Once upon a time, the two greatest circus performers in the world fell in love and get married. They were famous and everybody loved them. They were sad. We don't have a child, they said. Their sadness drew them for the most dangerous feat ever known to man. It was calling the burning woman in the air, huddling with spike objects beside.
It's the first day at the new school. The new kids rush out to the gates, and the big kids rush out, terrifying them.
My mommy says I'm a miracle.
My daddy says I'm a special little guy.
I am a princess.
And I am a prince.
Mom says I'm an angel. Mom says I'm an angel. Mom says I'm an angel.
So you think you're able to survive this test like me? You're a prince or a princess, you will soon see. There's no escaping tragedy. And even if you put in heaps of effort, you're just wasting energy. Cause your life as you know it is ancient history. I have suffered in this town, have been trapped inside this town for ages, this prison cell. But if I try I can remember right before my life had ended, before my happy days were over, before I first had the feeling of the bell. Like you I was curious.
Hello, my name is Miss Honey, and today is a very special day, your first day at school. Now, do any of you know any of your 2 times tables?
Me.
Wonderful. Matilda, isn't it? Please, stand up and do as much as you can.
1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 7 times 2 is 14. 12 times 2 is 24.
Now, this is much harder, so don't worry if you don't get it, but 2 times 487.
974.
Miss Honey realizes that Matilda is a special child, a gift child who must go up into another class. She tries to knock at the headmistress Trunchbull office door, but her courage fails her. Finally, she gives a timid knock and enters in.
Well, don't stand here like a wet tissue. Get on with it.
Well, yes, there is. In my class, there's a little girl called Matilda Wormwood, and Miss Trunchbull, Matilda is a genius and should be placed in the top form with 11 years old.
What? But she's a squib, a shrimp, and an hatch a tadpole. We cannot just place him from the top. What about Rose, honey? Rose, how do you think I become the English hammer throwing of 969? By sticking at the rose. So if you want to teach success, you need to toe the line with the little rascals.
Back at the Wormwood's house, Mr. Wormwood is in a bad mood. The Russian who had to be buying his dodgy cars caught him at it. In a fit of temperature, he blamed it all on Matilda, that is reading as usual.
And what's that? Another flaming book? What's wrong with the telly?
She got no respect that wants all books and stories.
Here's what I think of your book.
Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. Even if you're little, you still do a lot. Just let a little life, little stop you. If you sit around and let it get on top you, I might as well be saying I think that it's okay, and that's not right.
I've got my eyes on you, boy.
I'm a girl.
A man with a jaunty head will always get respect.
Back at school, Matilda witnessed a terrible piece of injustice when head Mrs. Trunchbull blames Nigel for pouring trickles on her chair.
Matilda, can I ask you a question? Do all those brains in your head give you a headache? I mean, it's got you hurt, all squished in there. No, it's fine. I think they just fit. Right, well, I better hang out just in case. If they all start to squeeze out of your ears, you're going to need help. I'm Lavender, and I think for the best if we were best friends.
Hide me! Hide me! Someone put the whole can of syrup in Trunchbull's chair. Then she sat down, and when she got up, her knickers was stuck on the seat. And someone told her that I did it, but I never would do that. And now she's after me.
That's not fair. That's not fair at all.
You're done, kid. You're
Finished! Once Agatha Trunchbull decided you're guilty, you are
Squid! Yesterday she counted Julius Hotwing eating garbage stalkers during recess. She just picking up out the
window! Don't listen to them. That didn't happen. They're trying to scare us.
Oh, Matilda, they say she's gonna put me on chokey.
What? What? Chokey?
They say it's a cupboard in her office that she put children into. They say it's lined with his nails and have spikes and beads of broken glass inside of.
All right. And when this happened?
There is a place where stand if heaven be good.
This happened 20 minutes ago, but why?
Quick! Hide jackets!
You! Where is the maggot known as Nigel?
He's there, under these coats. Where he been for the last hour?
What?
Actually.
An hour?
Oh, yes. Unfortunately, Nigel suffers for the rare but chronic sleep disorder, narcolepsy. Oh, you see? He fell asleep, and I put him under the coat for safety. Didn't we?
Yeah! Narcolepsy.
Good morning, Mom. It's already time to go to school. Hello. This is definitely not my room. Hello, Miss Trunchbull.
Amanda Tripp!
Yes, Miss Trunchbull.
What say you about pigtail? I hate pigtails!
But my mom liked the thing. She said they make her pretty.
So her mom's a tweet!
Here she comes.
You! What's your name?
Matilda Wormwood.
Oh, so you're Wormwood, right? I might have known you. So, Matilda Wormwood, you just have made a very big mistake.
Just all you know, she's my best friend.
Whoa! Meantime, Miss Honey is determined to do her best for Matilda. She visits her parents. Miss Wormwood is at home practicing her dancing with her other partner, Greasy Rodolfo. Rodolfo and Miss Wormwood explain to Miss Honey why it's stupid to be clever.
You seem to think that people like people who are clever. It's very quiet. It's very sweet, but wrong. You gotta be loud, loud, loud.
While Miss Honey is at the Wormwoods, Matilda is in the library telling Mrs. Phelps the next part of her story. about the Acra but her husband, the scapologist. Matilda exhaled all the parts.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Burning Woman heard told the air of dynamite has been cancelled. Cancelled because my wife is pregnant.
A contract you have signed to perform this feat.
No, what's happening next?
I didn't know yet. I will tell you tomorrow.
Back at school, there's more trouble.
Matilda Wormwood! Matilda Wormwood! Where's
Yes, Miss Trunchbull?
So you admit you, right?
Admit what?
This cloth, this fruit carbuncle, is known as a disgusting criminal. This morning, she sneaked like a serpent into my kitchen and stole a piece of my private chocolate tea tray.
No, I did not.
Miss Trunchbull, Matilda's been here all morning.
Standing here like a speedball, right? Well, this crime took place before school started, and therefore she's guilty.
Okay, look, I stole the cake. And honestly, it was really, definitely, sort of almost thinking about owning up. Maybe. But the thing was, I was having a lot of trouble with my belly. You see, the Trunchbull's cake was so good that it scoffed it too quick. And now he's beginning to fight back. Oops. See?
I'm not guilty. I didn't do anything.
I shall crush you. I shall pound you. I shall conduct you to the severed circle of hell, child. You shall be destroyed.
It was the biggest burp I've ever done. It was the biggest burp I've ever heard. It was the biggest burp I've ever heard about. It was like the entire world went for silent for that burp to exist.
Bruce Broadchotter!
Yes, Miss Trunchbull?
You liked my cake, didn't you?
Well, yes. I'm very sorry.
Oh, no. If you enjoy the cake, that's the main thing.
Is it?
Yes, Broadchotter, is it?
Well, thanks.
Wonderful, marvelous. That makes me so happy. Oh, crook. Well, Broadchotter, are you full?
Well, yes, I'm full.
No, you're not full. And I say when you're full. And criminals like you are not full until I say it.
Headmistress, you'll be sick.
He needed to tot up after eating the entire cake. Well, come along. Eat!
He can't!
Eat!
Sure he can! Let's vote! A single glass for even you, Bruce. It might be nice for even you, Bruce. To admit, between you and it, there's not a lot of difference in size. He can, sure he can. You want the man, Bruce. He might be slow, he's quite elastic. He's fantastic, look at him go.
Miss Trunchbull. I got carried away.
That's all right, Jenny. We always get carried sometimes. Even you. Good show, Brook Trotter. Well, come along.
What? Where?
Oh, did I not mention that was only the first part of the punishment? That's one second part, and the second part is the choking.
No, Miss Trunchbull, please, you can't.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull, please, you can't. How do you think I will allow myself to be defeated by these maggots? Who do you think I am, Miss Honey? A fool? An weakling? An idiot? You?
He didn't it all. He did what you asked.
Yes, I did it. Please, don't take me to the chokey.
Hello, I'm Lavender. By the way, Matilda's best friend. There's a bit coming up that's all about me. Well, not exactly about me, but I'll be a part in it. But I don't want to tell you anymore because I don't want to spoil it for you. Right. What I do is, I volunteer to Miss Trunchbull a jug of water, and on the way back... No, I won't tell you anymore because I don't want to ruin it. On the way back, I found a newt. A newt is an ugly lizard that lives in the water. I got it and put it on a jug and... No, I won't tell you. It's gonna be brilliant.
When I grow up, I will be tall enough to reach the branches that I need to reach and climb the trees. You got to climb when you're grown up. And when I grow up, I will be smart enough to answer all the questions that you need to know the answers to before you're grown up.
And when I grow up, I will have treats every day on the way to work, and I will go to bed late every night. And when I wake up, when the sun comes up, and I will watch cartoons until my eyes go squirts. But I won't care, 'cause I'll be all grown up when I grow up. When I grow up, when I grow up, when I grow up, I will be strong enough to carry all the heavy things you have to hold around with you when you're all grown up. And when I grow up, when I grow up, when I grow up, I will be brave enough to fight the creatures that you have to fight beneath the way each night to be a grown up. When I grow up, I will have treats every day, and I'll always be with them. Pretend that moms don't think I'm fun, and I will wake up when the sun comes up and down, with all stations lying in the sun, and I won't work 'cause I'll be all grown up when I grow up. When I grow up, I will be brave enough to fight the creatures that you have to fight beneath the bed each night to be a grown up. When I grow up, just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to remember it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. Just because you find myself in a story, it doesn't mean that everything is written for me. If you think your end is
Eu não consigo, essa parte ficou uma merda. Puta.
In the library, Mrs. Phelps waits anxiously for the next part of Matilda's story.
Do livro, eu preciso do livro. The acrobat hugs her husband and comforts him before they perform the most dangerous act of all time. The crowd held their breath as she hurled over the sharks and spike objects. They watched as the flames crept up the dress. The door of the safe flung open, and the scapologist reached out one huge muscled arm to catch his wife, child, and
Oh, I can't look.
the scapologist uses too much foam to kill the flames, and suddenly their hair becomes sleepy. And she fell. She broke every bone in her body, but lived alone enough to have their child. And then she died.
Back at the Wormwood's house, Mr. Wormwood is tricking Lucius into buy his 150-old Bangor cars. Matilda and Miss Wormwood act very differently to the news, and Matilda's father delivers a terrible blow.
Fantastic. Now we'll be able to fried Rodolfo all day long.
But you've cheated on them. That's not fair at all. They trusted on you and you have cheated on them.
Working my fingers to the bone. Tomorrow gonna go down to that library and tell you not gonna go in now anymore.
To comfort herself, Matilda continues her story. It's so real to her that the characters actually appear. The weak aunt has thrown the scapologist's little girl, now about Matilda's age, into a dark cellar and locked the door. The girl huddled in the corner, shivering and crying. Matilda tries to comfort her, but the girl doesn't notice. Suddenly, there's a bang on the door. The scapologist, home early, bursts in, and the both girls run to him. He puts his arms around both of them, and then the girls fall asleep from exhaustion. Then the scapologist make a promise to his sleeping daughter.
This demon, this villain, this monster, building children is her game, isn't it? And that was the last the little girl ever saw of her father, because he never came home, never again.
Matilda, I've got those books we spoke about so you can just sit and read.
What are those books for, woman?
They are for Matilda.
No, not in my watch. There's an age for reading and no age for being little filthy toads. These are toads, right, Brooke Trotter?
Yes, Mr. Trunchbull.
See, only Brooke Trotter is not a good toad. Say it. It becomes clear to me, miss, that you don't have no idea what you're doing it. You believe in kindness, in softness, in books and stories. This is not teaching. To teach, you need to first break the child. Quiet, you maggot!
No one was speaking, Mr. Trunchbull.
Please, Miss Sunny, please understand that when I say quiet, you maggot, you are entirely included in the statement. Where's my jug of water?
Oh, me.
Stupid girl. Flappy, disgusting, revolting. Is when I say it. It's high time taught up to be a little sight. This school is laid off wrecking attic. Quiet, you maggots, when I'm speaking!
Leave him alone, your big fat belly.
I shall crush you. I shall dissect you. I shall feed you to the termite. You shall be destroyed.
Miss Honey invites Matilda to her very simple home. In a mattress made of straw, they sit and drink a tea. Miss Honey tells Matilda her story that will remind you of another you've heard.
My father was a wonderful man called Magnus, but unfortunately he died when I was very young.
In suspicious circumstances, I was left with my aunt. She was a terror when I got my job as teacher, and she suddenly presented me with a bill by looking after me all those years.
Miss Honey, is this your father's scarf?
Well, yes, my mother gave it to my father before she died. She was
An acrobat.
How did you? And my father was
An escapologist. So, who is your aunt?
Well, you know her, Matilda. My aunt is
Miss Trunchbull.
And the very same Miss Trunchbull is on attack again, treating to put children in the choky. But this time the children are fighting back.
What you're doing it? Stop it! Well, children, in this world are two types of human beings. The winners and the losers. I am a winner, so I play the rules. If you play the rules and do not win, then something is wrong. And something you need to put it right, even if you scream it. What are you looking at?
you.
Okay, class, today we're gonna have a very special spelling test. Every children that spell one single word wrong will go to choky. You, let me think, Newt.
Newt. N-E-T-T. Newt.
What?
Miss Honey taught us. She's a very good teacher.
Nonsense. Miss Annie is too far soft to be good at anything. You, spell me for me, let me think. What you are? Revolting.
Revolting. R-E-V-O-L-T-I-N-G. Revolting.
What? You're cheating!
Of course she's not cheating. She's simply spelling a word.
This little speck of dust can't be clever. They're worms!
Never again will she get the best of me. Never again will she take away my freedom. And we won't forget the day we fought for the rights we live in naughty. Never again will the chunky door stop. Never again will I be believed. Never again will I doubt it when mommy says I'm a miracle. Never again will we leave behind us. Never again will we know we are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs, using revolting rhymes. We'll be revolting children till our revolting sun. And we'll have transforming, we're revolting. We are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs, using revolting rhymes. We'll be revolting children till our revolting sun. And we'll have transforming, we're revolting. You'll become a screaming fool.
Take out your hockey stick and use it as a sword.
Never again will we be ignored. We'll find out where the choke is stored.
Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. You're wonderful. You have grown a lot. I'm pretty sure. Estão morrendo de orgulho dos seus pequenos? Parabéns. Parabéns para vocês, parabéns para vocês, parabéns para toda essa equipe. Foi lindo, né? Então, a gente gostaria de homenagear todo mundo aqui, né? Mas não podemos fazer isso, então a gente vai homenagear algumas pessoas da equipe. Gostaria de chamar a Isabela para dar flores para a Tamires, representando a Paula de Artes, que a professora Paula não pôde estar aqui com a gente. A Duda. Parabéns, Duda. Pega aqui. Para o Rafa. E o Theo. Theo dando flores para a Mari. Parabéns. Morram de orgulho de todos os seus accomplishments. Congratulations, guys.
On the first part of the journey, I was looking at all the life. There were plants and birds and rocks and things. There was sand and hills and rings. The first thing I met was a fly with a buzz and the sky with no clouds. The heat was hot and the ground was dry, but the sky was full of sound. You see, I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can't remember your name, because there ain't no one for to give you no pain. La na 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 na. After 2 days in the desert sun, my skin began to turn red. After 3 days in the desert fun, I was looking at a riverbed, and the story it told of a river that flowed made me sad to think it was dead. You see, I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can't remember your name, because there ain't no one for to give you no pain. La na 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 na.